Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the November 14th, 2024 Agenda Meeting of the Minnesota Public Utilities Commission. My name is Katie Sieben. I'm the chair of the commission. We'll take the roll first of the other commissioners who are present for today's hearing. Commissioner Means.
Here.
Commissioner Hahn.
Here.
Commissioner Tuma.
Here.
And Commissioner Sullivan.
Here.
A quorum is present. We have 3 items on our agenda for today. Christian Noyce will introduce our first item for us. When you're ready, please.
Good morning, Chair Sieben and Commissioners. Item number 1 is docket number E324,137/SA-24-287 involving the City of War Road and Rousseau Electric Cooperative. In the matter of the request of the City of War Road and Rousseau Electric Cooperative to modify electric service territory boundaries, the question before the Commission is, should the Commission accept the joint request to transfer service area from Rousseau Electric to the City of War Road? We have representatives from the City, Rousseau Electric, and the Department of Commerce available for any questions. Staff have no additional comment.
Okay, thank you very much. First, we'll move to Commissioner questions. Commissioner Tuma.
Just for the record, ma'am, Madam Chair, I was able to read the record, and I think everything was done well. Mr. Anderson, thank you for your work on the petition. My understanding, the city owns the property, so no notices were necessary. The only question I have for you, what is the official name, nickname of the City of War Road? Something about hockey or? You're on mute. We can't hear you. We're trying to unmute you on our end here.
There we go.
There you go.
Hi, can you please also state your name for the record? Welcome.
I'm the War Road City Attorney. And as I stated earlier, War Road is known as Hockey Town, USA.
That's right.
We know that, and I think I'm supposed to be up there for a hockey tournament later this winter. But can you state your name too? It was muted when you said it.
Still not.
Jeez. We're having some technical problems.
Now we can hear you. It wasn't supposed to be a trick question. Sorry. You're on mute again.
We're good if you can't figure it out because we've read the record and
We're supposed to have his name since he spoke, but we can see that you're Stephen Anderson with the City of War Road. So apologies for that. And
Madam Chair, I do have a motion.
Commissioner
if you're ready.
Tuma has a motion ready.
And Madam Chair, I would move that we approve the joint request of the City of War Road and Roseau Electric Cooperative and request that MinGeo update the service territory maps as reflect the change on the maps provided in the application and by the department. And we'll also recognize that War Road is Hockey Town, USA.
Thank you, Commissioner Tuma. On Commissioner Tuma's motion to approve the joint service request of the City of War Road and Roseau Electric Cooperative and have the maps be updated, we will proceed to vote. Commissioner Means.
Yes.
Commissioner Hahn.
Yes.
Commissioner Tuma.
Yes.
Commissioner Sullivan.
Yes.
I also vote yes. The motion passes 5-0. Thank you very much, everyone. We appreciate your time and your efforts on that item. And now, when we're ready, we'll move to item number 2. And Ms. Brown-Huss, when you're ready, please introduce item number 2 for us.
Chair Stephen and Commissioners, item number 2 is docket P421C20432 in the matter of a formal complaint regarding the services provided by the Quest Corporation doing business as CenturyLink in Minnesota on behalf of the Communication Workers of America. The question before the Commission is, should the Commission grant CenturyLink's petition for reconsideration of the Commission's September 17th, 2024 order? I have no further remarks, but I'm available for questions. Thank you.
Thank you. And on this, it is a reconsideration petition, as we know, so normally we don't have comments or questions, but are there any from commissioners?
I'm sure I do have a question for
Commissioner Tuma, for who?
for the company.
Mr. Top, Mr. Swanson, good morning. Please state your appearances.
Jason Top from Quest Corporation, doing business as CenturyLink QC.
Good morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners. Eric Swanson, Winthrop and Weinstein on behalf of CenturyLink.
Commissioner Tuma.
I'm hopeful that maybe somebody from some vice president someplace is listening. But Mr. Top, Mr. Swanson, I saw that you tried to have a Minnesota service quality, I think, department referred to it as a settlement offer or something like that. I don't know if that was the intent, but what I want to understand is what was the intent, and are you working with the department and OAG and your union to try to figure out some of the solutions that are to go forward? I kind of thought that was the framework we gave you by not referring it for penalties to the OAA or the Office of the Attorney General. Instead, we wanted things to get worked out. So, are you in communication with the department, OAG, and your union as far as how this is going to look in 6 months, or what's going on?
Mr. Top.
Thank you. Jason Top from CenturyLink. We haven't been in direct communication during the pendency of this request. There have been communications throughout as to how this thing could be resolved. This proposal isn't out of the blue. It's something like it's been in place for a long period of time. But we've been unable to sort of resolve some of those differences. We sought clarification from the Commission in hopes of sort of having a final direction and working on this moving forward. But the attempts to resolve these sorts of things have not been successful up to this point. But obviously, we're required to comply with this Commission order. We're going to do so, and we think that our proposals would improve that somewhat.
Well, and
Commissioner Tuma.
I don't know where my colleagues are going to go, but at least the way I saw it was that we're trying to give you 6 months to figure this out, and so I hope our friends from the Office of Attorney Generals and the department and the unions will work with you. That's my hope. I'm not saying what those solutions should be, but the order is the order, and if you're going to come up with something different, I hope that it is something you're working out with the parties as to try to throw things at us as part of reconsideration. That didn't seem to go anywhere, so that's what it is what it is. But my hope is that in the 6 months, you're working with them and working to get some of these requirements in place as opposed to, trying to do something less. That's my hope. And it makes me nervous. I was just reading recently our CO, that's why she came in here, was find the article that there's over 600 households in St. Paul that are, without phone service because of some theft. I understand that bad people do bad things, but the hope is that you get those landlines up. Do you know anything about that, and is that happening anytime soon, or?
Yeah,
Mr. Top.
Oh, sorry. Commissioner Tuma, yeah, I absolutely do know about those. I sent over to Mr. Fournier a note about the most recent theft, which was a cut of some huge cables. We've got sort of a spate of thefts in Minneapolis and St. Paul of our cables. What they do is they go in and cut from the manhole edge to the next manhole edge and then yank those out. And it's to the point that we have, multiple extra people on trying to repair those things, but they are also big projects because you have to tear out and rebuild these manholes. And then you've got to connect because it's copper. You can't just connect the fiber and then they logically connect. You have to connect each circuit. So these are big projects. We've thrown extra resources at it, but it's going to take a bit until these are completed. But yeah, fully aware of these.
Good to hear.
Commissioner Tuma?
Madam Chair, that's all I have. Appreciate the company. Giving me some answers.
Are there other questions or comments from commissioners? Is there a motion, Commissioner Means?
Certainly, Madam Chair. I'm not persuaded that the petition for reconsideration should be granted. The petition does not meet the standards for reconsideration under Minnesota statute and rules, and there's no relevant or material basis to revisit the Commission's order. And I would move decision option 2.
I'm supportive of your motion. Commissioners, are there other comments on Commissioner Means's motion of decision option 2? Hearing none, then we'll proceed to vote. Commissioner Means?
Yes.
Commissioner Hom?
Yes.
Commissioner Tuma?
Yes.
Commissioner Sullivan?
Yes.
I also vote yes. The motion passes 5-0. Thank you very much, everyone. We have one more item on our agenda for today. Ms. Brownhuss, when you're ready, please introduce it for us.
Chair Stephen and Commissioners, item number 3 is docket E002M13867 in the matter of the petition of Northern States Power doing business as...
Oh, I guess it's not, you can't hear, or the folks in the back cannot hear.
Sorry,
no,
can you
I
hear me
don't-
now?
Well, it might be the microphones. That's better now.
Okay,
Could you
sorry.
start over? Sorry
Yes.
about that.
Chair Stephen and Commissioners, item number 3 is docket E002M13867 in the matter of the petition of Northern States Power doing business as Excel Energy for approval of its proposed community solar garden program. Was Excel Energy's applicable retail rate compliance filing on July 31st, 2024 properly filed by the process established in the July 22nd, 2022 Commission order? I have no further remarks. Thank you.
Okay, why don't, I assume there might be some questions, but if the parties could come forward. Mr. Dennison, good morning. Could you please state your appearance?
Sure. Good morning, Chair. Jim Dennison on behalf of Excel Energy.
Mr. Dennison, I appreciate that. It seems like there's a proposed solution here that the parties have agreed to, but can you just give a brief explanation of why we're at this point and why the company just didn't made the error in the first place?
Thank you, Chair. That's a fair question. We lost track of the July 2022 order that the Commission adopted at our request for implement a 30-day negative checkoff process to update the ARR rates. For a decade or so prior to that, there was a process where we would propose the rate, and if there were no objections, the Executive Secretary then would issue a notice authorizing the change in the rates. So ordinarily, we would have tracked that and implemented it in our 2013, February 2013 filing, but that filing was unusual. And in that filing, basically, we requested a change to the ARR methodology. So it was a confluence of things. It was the unusual February 2023 filing. And then we just, went back to our prior process. We lost track of that order. So we apologize.
And, sorry, Mr. Najami, could you please state your appearance for the record?
Yeah, thanks, Chair Stephen. Puya Najmai, Policy and Regulatory Director for Cooperative Energy Futures.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention, and I just wanted to confirm that you're comfortable with the proposed solution.
Yes, Chair Stephen, thank you. We are comfortable with the proposed solution, and the company has been very good at working that out with us.
Are there any other questions for commissioners, for the parties? And Mr. Bond, I don't mean to ignore you, but could you please state your appearance and just confirm that you're also comfortable with the proposed solution here of decision option 2?
Yes. Andy Bond from the Department of Commerce. Thank you, Chair Stephen. Yeah, we are comfortable with that solution.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions from the parties? Or for the parties? No?
Covered it, Madam Chair.
Commissioner Hom, did you want to make a motion?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Chair Stephen.
I think, sorry, 1 second. Commissioner Sullivan, did you have a question? Sorry, I didn't see your hand earlier.
I have a comment. I just wanted to say excuse me, since I sneezed before and didn't realize that my sound was on. So sorry to everybody who had to hear that.
I think you were on mute, so we didn't hear it. At least I did.
Well,
yeah.
staff told me that I wasn't. So,
Oh.
so maybe for once the sound problems that we're having worked out in my favor.
Commissioner Hunt.
Thank you, Chair Stephen. Based on the discussion you just had, I think I moved decision option number 2.
Okay. On decision option number 2, is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll vote. Commissioner Means.
Yes.
Commissioner Hom.
Yes.
Commissioner Tuma.
Yes.
Commissioner Sullivan.
Yes.
I also vote yes. The motion passes 5-0. That was a very quick agenda meeting, but a lot of work went into it, so thank you to all the parties and our staff. There's no other business before us, so we will adjourn for the week. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for using WebEx. Visit our website